The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Okay, we lit it just like a fuse, so no need to pick and choose. Welcome to 2020, where we do more than interviews. The hottest be coming through, jumping knowledge on all of you. Get a peek at the front of you with the truth that they offer you. Yeah, hands up, we doing it for the culture. To give artists and businesses more exposure. Keeping it real and stay solid just like a boulder. It's about to go all the way down, can't get no lower. Chasing my dreams, know that they get no slower. But if I stay running, I promise they getting closer. Moreover, success my older. And if you're sleeping on me, I'm waking them up like Folgers. I told you, coming from the land with the tide roll. Well, we'll be on a whole different vibe though. We like to ride slow and keep our windows tinted so you really can see us like Stevie Wonder waking up with his eyes closed. Yeah, got the kind of flow that rock the boat. On my 16s of pounds of dope. And if you figure you can hang with me on the mic, then grab some rope. Matter of fact, better grab some hope while you at it. We keep it live, it's time to tune in. Turn up the sound on what you're using. It goes so hard, I think it's bruising. The show is 2020, no need to zoom in. Yeah.
Do y'all just go around interviewing different people?
Well, I'm glad you asked, man. Well, yes, man, we do. We highlight any person or any event or any career, anything that is positive in our community. Mm-hmm. That's what we highlight. We don't care large or small. That's what we do. You could wash cars for a living, but damn it, if you're passionate about it and you're making a difference, let's interview you. Let's talk about it, because people find therapy through the truth. It's like a catharsis when it comes to it. Mm-hmm. When you get to share your passion, you get so wrapped up in emotions about it, and the questions I ask will force you to remember those mm-hmm. feelings you had originally. And I enjoy capturing that and sharing that with the world. That inspires people who have that same vision to do the same. So
I'm thinking that it's very motivating. It's like, dog, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Exactly.
How long have you guys been doing it?
2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is good. That is good. That is good. I saw your name pop up on, is it, I can't think of the name of it, but it's like the black-owned businesses in Mobile mm-hmm. type of thing. And someone was asking about podcasters, like who does a podcast, and your name was all down the thing. I was like, oh,
I was kind of happy. Okay. I worked with a lot of people, man. I'm humble. It was a long 2 years. Let me make that clear. Mm-hmm. A lot of people canceling on you and stuff, and mm-hmm. not taking you as serious. But if you keep being consistent, people start recognizing. And I saw that post. I was kind of shocked myself. I was like, oh, I see my name a few times here.
Dang, I'm so glad you just said that. Like, the 2 years was long and hard mm-hmm. to get there, but you have to stay consistent. Oh my goodness. I have to keep reminding myself to just keep going.
It's because so hard.
It is. Like, being an entrepreneur, I didn't know it was like that, where you have low days and then you have like really high days where you just, got sales, you got this, you got that, and it's like, ooh, I'm popping. Then those low days come back around, you like,
man, what am I doing?
Dang.
Is this really gonna work out?
Is this realistic? Like,
right. Am I a fool for dreaming?
Do I just go ahead and get another 9 to 5? Like, cause that's guaranteed. Like
what's
what
the
was
point?
I thinking?
Yeah. Where was I at that time?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that though. Stay consistent.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Please don't listen. It's something I often need reminders of, and every time I need a reminder, something happens. Like, for instance, when we went to the event, I had left to go take a shower, change clothes, and come back. And the DJ Smooth, I had just interviewed him about a month ago. And we sat down and we talked about everything. I've known him a little bit, but I hadn't really known him. And it was like stripping each other naked emotionally and just being a man in front of each other and in front of this camera. It was everything. And he got to revisit some traumatic stuff. He got to express some stuff to get off his chest. And he didn't mind sharing it, because he said at the end, I feel like we need to do this more. Mm-hmm. We need to be able to talk and just express ourselves. And
seriously.
Walking in there, as soon as he saw me, hey, yo, Sirr, 2020 podcast. I'm like, what up, man?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you.
Has this already started? Or like we just,
I never tell anyone when I start recording because you can see physically the difference.
When you know what?
Yep.
I had a feeling the whole
changes.
time. I had a feeling the whole time, but I was like, it's whatever. You know, that's when you get the good stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I shoot the shit with people, excuse my language.
No,
I shoot the
you're
shit anyway because it's a nice icebreaker because this is our first time really talking face to face. So I do that anyway to kind of, one, address any nerves because you admitted you were nervous earlier. And two, kind of get like a preface, you know what I'm saying? Gives me some room for a trailer when stuff comes out. You know what I'm saying? You look all good. Now, I purposely didn't give you my questions. I used to give people my questions, but I stopped. Reason being, it sounded transactional, and I hate transactional. So I do have a list of questions we're going to go over. Now, let me tell you something. This is... Don't do that. This is your interview, man.
Cool.
You take however long you want. If you want to go down the rabbit hole, we will go down that damn rabbit hole. Do you hear me? This is you. This is your moment. This is your conversation. This is your business. That being said, how would you want me to introduce you?
Like what you mean, like
your name, your business? How would you want me to say it?
Yeah, you can say my name and my business. I mean,
because I'm not a fan of doing last names. So how would you like me to do it? Because I understand so people can find you, but
you could just be like, I guess this is Krystal, owner of KBean Company. Finesse it, you know.
Say CEO because you CEO.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to sound like.
See that piece of paper?
Which one?
That is the one behind the ticket.
The fancy one.
That is my LLC license.
The
moment I got that and I filled out my documents and it asked what my position was and the only option I had was CEO, I realized I had been a CEO this whole time. You are a CEO, ma'am. Don't you sell yourself short, okay?
Gotcha.
Right. Gotcha. So did you want to do KBean Company or?
Yeah, KBean Company.
Okay.
I guess I need an LLC myself too.
Go ahead, girl. Make that thing official.
Cause I'm doing the sole proprietorship, but I think I should go to LLC.
There's a reason I did LLC. Down the line, there's a little bit more I want to do. That's outside of podcasting. And just in case something happens, the entity is separate from me.
Got you.
You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you. Okay, then. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to change it
you
to
know
LLC. Cause I got
working on trademark and stuff. Cause there's another 2020 podcast out there, and I need to shut that down.
What?
Yeah,
oh yeah, you right. Is that the patent your name? When you patent your name, is that what
trademark
that
is?
Trademarking.
Trademark it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I know it's some couple other things that I need to do, but I couldn't think of what it was. That's a major one.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a thorough process. I'm gonna be honest. I tell everybody you can do it yourself, but I recommend you get a lawyer. It's just save yourself the time and the headache. Get your ass a lawyer, please. Be honest with you, that bundle of sage is yours. The incense I was burning are yours. So I'm a huge fan of what you're doing.
Thank you.
Anytime I interview somebody, I buy their products. So Kay didn't tell you, but this was kind of a setup. This was a pre-planned thing.
Cool.
So yeah.
That's cool. I mean, it was support all around, so it's cool.
You know
It's cool.
what I'm saying? I believe in giving my people money.
Yes.
All right, testing. Mic check 1 2 1 2. That was a reference to an old hip hop song. All right, and love the shirt, by the way. Big fan of cartoons.
Thank you.
Big ass kid myself.
Even though Cartoon Network is better, but
Oh my God,
somebody bought this shirt
better.
from me.
But you know, the '90s Nickelodeon was like the
Yeah.
G unit of its time.
Yeah,
It was just cartoons on Nickelodeon back then hit different.
Yeah. Everything.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Businessman. I'm your boy, Sirr. You know who I am. And this lovely lady is Miss Krystal, who's the CEO of KBean Company. How you doing today,
Good.
Krystal?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right.
That's good.
All right.
So what you got for me?
All right. Speak up a little bit for me.
Okay.
Need your voice to
Project.
Come on. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Let's do it one more time. You ready?
Do you want me to sit my seat up a little bit?
I want you to be comfortable. I just want you to project a little bit.
Oh.
The voice was like this. That's a little bit hard to pick up. So.
Okay.
All right. So like this.
So like this.
Like you're trying to talk across the room a little bit, not a whole lot.
So how you said you was doing today?
That'll work.
Okay.
That right there is perfect. That'll perfect.
Ooh-wee.
I'm sorry, I ain't trying to make you Fantasia out here. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, you know, she be screaming. But thank you for tuning into. Thank you for tuning into another episode of A Business Minute. I'm your boy, Sirr, and I got Krystal, the CEO of KBean Company. How are you doing, man?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
That's
so,
good.
Krystal,
That's good.
I was telling you earlier, I became a fan of your products. One day I had put out like a little message, like, yo, need some incense, and I need some sage. Who got me? And my co-host was like, yo, fam. I got you, B. I got you. So she actually showed me your page.
Oh, wow.
She showed me your business. She showed me who you were. And I was like, okay. I see an opportunity here. I get to support black business and I possibly get an interview. So I think it was like the next day, I met up with her, got my stuff, came back. I did my smudging. I burned my incense and smell amazing.
So she was getting it for you? Oh, she kept saying he's going to come and get it.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought she was talking about Marcus the whole time. Nope. So I was like, what? Then she was like, he might be at work. So can you come bring it by? I was like, who is he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Sirr is he.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
But,
so you wanted the frankincense.
Yes, ma'am. And the myrrh.
Yes.
And the sage. I needed, it was a time of change.
True.
Needed to get rid of some energy. It was a new beginning. So I really did a little bit of research. I'm looking more into a little bit of more spirituality right now, and energies and universe and everything. And I really did my research on smudging, and I was like, you know what? I've never done it before. Now would be the perfect opportunity to try something different.
Did you feel like a lift or like a weight? Was kind of like
my God. Yes, indeed. Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Almost immediately. The crazy thing is, I had never done it before, but as soon as I burned the tip of it and smelled it, I was like, I know this smell. Where, like, and I started thinking of back in the day, people's houses I used to visit.
Oh, wow.
They were smudging and I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know about none of this until I moved to Georgia, and I think that was when I was. Well, I moved at 19, but I think it took like a year till I got exposed to, that different type of thing, and to find out that this has been here for years, forever, and I'm just sitting here like completely blind to it, and it's like, wow. Some people, like, oh no, you can't be doing that, but it's like I'm, just getting rid of bad energies.
That's it.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Right. I'm just getting rid of the bad, the negative, nothing that's, for me.
Right.
But yeah.
Right. I appreciate you actually bringing that up, because that was the conflict internally I dealt with, which forced me to do my research. And I'm so glad I got in that mindset of, if I feel convicted by something, I owe myself the responsibility of looking at it from both ends. And once I saw the history of it and what it actually was, I felt no problems with it whatsoever. It makes me wonder exactly how much more, is really out there that can really help us mentally and spiritually, that we're just too afraid to try because it's outside the norm.
Or you've been told, as you've been growing up, that no, you can't be doing that, can't do that type of stuff. But all the while, it's really not how y'all painted it to be.
Right. Absolutely. So, Krystal.
Yes.
Got a couple questions for you.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's get it. So, how did KBean Company begin?
Oh, I knew I was going to ask.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, okay. So, like I was saying, when I moved to Georgia, like I'm coming from Mobile, grew up in Mobile, Pritchard.
Oh.
Went straight to Georgia. Like, I have never been, in my own apartment on my own up until I moved to Georgia. I got married and just moved to Georgia.
Wow.
Yes, totally different type of experience. But anywho, So my husband had always been talking about, I want to have my own this, I want to have my own that, different type of things. But I wasn't thinking that way.
Okay.
And I used to think that was so odd. Like, when I want to get your own stuff, that seemed like a lot of work. I was just like really lazy about the whole idea of having your own. And I don't know why I was thinking like that, because before I even moved, I used to work at Pizza Hut.
Okay.
At that moment, I realized that this really ain't something I'm trying to do. Went to college for nursing because it was practical. An income I can get right off the bat. Plus, my mom was a nurse. But I was sitting in my anatomy class, and the way she broke it down, I was like, nah. This ain't for me. Dropped the class. And then that's when I moved. Got another job when I was in Georgia.
Okay.
And at that moment, that's when I realized there is more to life than this. I want to be able to work with who I want to work with. I don't want nobody telling me, when I can take a lunch break,
right,
if I can go to the bathroom or not, that I need to do this, and that. And that never sat with me well. And then his voice in the back of my head repeating, man, I'm trying to have my own this, I'm trying to have my own that. And it was like, hey, can I have my own stuff? So at that moment, that's when I started to go within myself to see what am I good at. That was a struggle for me, because I didn't think I was good at anything till I thought about the fact that I love to draw. Drawing is my absolute passion.
Really?
Like, if I'm in a horrible, crappy mood, especially when I was working, I would just draw. And it'd make the time go by, and it's my escape. It makes me feel good. And it calms my mind, and I just go into a totally different place. Okay. So drawing is my passion. Then I remember growing up, my aunt used to kind of sort of draw with me, but not necessarily. It was really just me doing all the drawing. Clothing designs. And she would say, when I get older, we can have a brand called KT Apparel. There you go. So started thinking back on that, and I was like, maybe I could be a fashion designer, Started back drawing my dresses and all that good stuff. They're good designs, but I had more fun drawing the clothes than sewing out the clothes.
Gotcha.
Because my mom taught me how to sew. That was just like,
that's a something.
I was like, okay, we're gonna let that pass. What else? So, needless to say, it took me 6 years to figure out what's my talent, what's useful, what can I give back to people, like what can I do to make people smile. I done went through several business names in my head trying to figure that out. That took a long time. It just was a whole process. Made a website, that didn't go so well, so I let it go. I let this go so many times until last year. I picked back up on it because it was this year. No, last year is when I was working on it. Didn't really seem like it was taking off. Had my son, and then this year, I just quit my job and was like, I'm finna just focus on KBean Company.
Wow.
Bam.
Okay.
That was a very, very long explanation, but in a nutshell, it took me 6 years to get all of that together.
Let's go into those 6 years for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, but I mean, you gave us a generalization of some of the things that you went into, but emotionally, I feel like you skipped over them a little bit. Like, what was it like, essentially finding yourself in those 6 years?
Oh, it was hard. It was really, really hard. Very emotional. Very, very emotional, because I didn't feel like, I had anything to give to the world or to give to myself. I was always kind of lazy. Didn't really want to put forth effort into anything, like as far as for example, college. Like, I didn't put the time in to actually do the scholarships that had essays and this and that. Had I done that, I'd probably be in a totally different space, if that makes sense. So with this, it was just hard because I didn't think I didn't think I could do anything. And dang, I had my point. I can't even think of what my point was because I was trying to reference from school.
At the scholarships, you felt like you were a bit lazy.
Yeah, so, my bad. I was trying to prove to myself that I can work hard towards something. But, became a mom. And so that kind of felt like, I don't know how to balance all of this. I'm going to have to just go to work. And just, get a 9-to-5 and provide for my kids. My husband's still on, I'm gonna get my own this, gonna get my own that. And I just used to sit there like, dang, it must be so lucky to have all of that put together. Little did I know, didn't have it all put together. He was still working on it, but he believed in himself. So he was still, pushing it out there, speaking it to existence. And I'm just sitting here like, what can I do? What I'm gonna do? So, there's this beautiful, wonderful lady named Miss Sunshine. She's the one who is my husband's cousin. She's the one who heightened my spirituality because she's very spiritual. And one day she was like, why don't you do something with crystals? The healing crystals. Right. It must be a reason why your name is Krystal. So why not,
look into it.
Look into crystals. So I was like, what do you think about it? So anyways, I dabbled onto that. Thought that was going to take off, but it really didn't. So I let it go again. Got all emotional and depressed and just... It's a whole roller coaster. It's a whole roller coaster.
Okay. I appreciate that transparency. The reason I bring that up is because I never think it's fair to sell the hype of following your dream without discussing the emotional toll it can take. I don't think it would be fair to tell everyone to go, chase your dreams and be happy, but at the same time not tell them about those times. Like we were talking about before we started recording. There are days you're up, there's days you're down.
Well, you feel like a complete failure. Yeah. Like, seriously, like, why did I think to do something like this? I don't know why I thought this was finna take off. And just looking at yourself like, how you thought you was finna do that? But then you get your other days where it's like, you know what? Let's look back on the reason why we're doing this. Kind of, push that on up and stop the self-talk, the self-doubting, and hate talk with yourself. And just remember why you're doing this in the first place. And pick yourself back up. But yes, they don't mention that at all. Like the low days, right. It's always, yeah, you should do this, you should do that, and blah, blah, blah. But nobody ever says, you're going to have some times where you just want to quit.
Well, I'm glad you shared that with the universe. Because people need to know that. But you're still here today. That's the important part. So let's backtrack a little bit. What really inspired you to stay the course with KBean Company?
My kids.
Expound on that a little bit more.
Oh, well, when I moved a couple of months later, I got pregnant with my daughter. After that, I dealt with postpartum really, really bad. Postpartum depression, like really, really bad. That was probably my lowest point in my life. And then that goes back into the timeline of seeing, hearing, I wanted to have my own this, have my own that. Seeing that, but not feeling like you can do anything. But finally discovering something that you think you can do, but then that just don't go as you thought it would be. And then working a 9-to-5 because you got to take care of your kids. But at the same time, you want to show your kids that you can follow your dreams it is very possible to do that.
Right.
As long as you have somebody in your life to motivate you and tell you, baby, you could do anything. But I felt like, how can I sit there and tell my daughter that? But I am miserable at this 9-to-5 job. So I got to do it. I got to be the example. Plus, I'm doing it for myself. Because like I said, I don't like working for nobody. I really don't. And I felt constricted. I felt like I couldn't spread my wings. I'm a very, carefree, not outgoing, but carefree spirit. Like, I have a lot to express to the world. Working where I was working was not getting it. No. But, yeah, I wanted to show my daughter that I can do it. Then I had my son. So that really gave me some motivation, like, okay, yeah. That's why this year it really took off.
Okay.
Yep. I had him November 2019.
Oh man. That was like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I gotta get this back rolling. March 2019, quit my job and was like, you know what? I'm finna really do this.
That's dope.
Yep. And I had a store at one point. Best experience ever. Then I went to strictly online, but it felt so cool when my baby girl, she's my oldest, she's 4. She was like, Mom, you finna go to your store? I was like, yes. Okay. So we go to the store. She's like, ooh, Mama, I love your store. This is so cool, Mama. What she like to say? You got this, Mama. Like, yeah, thank you.
That's amazing.
So now I know that it's like, what's the word? She's seeing it.
Right. It's coming to fruition in her eyes. That's amazing, man. Do you think that could possibly be like, how you dedicated this, I guess, the success to them, so therefore it manifests back out of them back to you? Because energy cannot be destroyed; it's only transferred. So.
Wow. That was a very good point. Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. All right. So, how do you manage to balance being a business owner and mom?
Ooh. It's a struggle. Seriously. I've broken down several times within the last few months because I homeschool my daughter as well. And I have a 6-month-old who's about to be 7 months old who acquires so much attention. Not saying it's a bad thing, but I used to always hear boys need more attention than girls. That's what I was told. Like, and they love their moms. So, yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's like I'm trying to balance the attention between her and him, my household, and the job. And KBean Company. It's a struggle.
I appreciate that honesty.
Oh my goodness. It's like that was already in the back of my head. So when you asked that, it was like,
you were ready.
But I'm doing it. Right. At the end of the night, that's what I tell myself. Like, I don't know how, but you're doing it.
So conceptually, since you came up with the idea to now, how long have you been active with KBean Company?
This year.
Awesome.
This is the most I've dedicated to KBean Company.
Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Realigning.
It got to start, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. At least I come back to it and I fully let it go.
Some people quit.
I can see how they can do that, but I had to give it a shot.
Right.
I had to.
Bet on yourself. Try it. So far, we've discussed the ups and the downs and the motivation behind it. So let's talk future. So this is what I call my infamous future question. So if you need a moment, I perfectly understand. Because for those of you who are watching or listening, I did not give her these questions before she came here. So these are completely blindsiding her. So where would you like to see yourself in KBean Company in 1 year, in 3 years, and then in 10 years?
In 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
I hope to have my own store because I was in somebody else's shop.
Okay.
But in 1 year, I hope to have my own store.
Okay.
And I hope that my clientele increases to the point where I do, need a store.
Okay.
Let's see. What you said? 3 years?
Yes, sir.
3 years, I hope to have my store still up and running,
Okay.
but one in Georgia and one in Mobile.
Okay.
What else? What stuff in 3 years?
It's okay. Take your time now. I'm a beast at editing, so you're good. Because you still got 10. So say something for 10.
Oh, I got my 10.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to see what else is
In the midst.
in the Oh, I ain't trying to have nobody hear my plan though.
I understand. Don't play all your cards. Don't play your spades yet.
Alright, so I'm just say
Okay.
in 10 years, I plan to be huge. Huge.
Okay.
Like RSA Tower huge.
Oh.
Yes. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to, jinx
feel
myself. But I got something in store, or my ultimate plan is dedicated to the people.
Okay.
Meaning helping them with their arts. Because ultimately, I love art. I'm an artist. So,
Right.
yeah. So, my ultimate goal is to dedicate to other artists.
I love that. Okay. So, if you love art, you probably are missing Art Walk like I am. Like
Art walk?
Yeah.
What is that?
How long have you been back?
17, so 4 years?
And you haven't been to Art Walk downtown?
No.
Oh my god. Have you ever heard of it?
I think I have. I think I know what you're talking about. Is there like different vendors and
Yes,
stuff?
art, vendors,
My
music.
first time ever going, since I probably going when I was a kid, or if they had it then, because we used to go downtown a lot. But as an adult, I only went to it one time, and I caught it at the end because somebody had me late.
Oh.
I was so upset. because I was so excited to take me and my baby, and I was so upset.
It's bustling, music, art, food, people. When it comes back, make it a point. I know you're super mom, but take you a little 30 minutes. Just get you some art in your life.
Yes.
I promise you won't regret it.
What time of year do they do that?
It's the second Friday of each year. Each month. Excuse me.
Oh, it's a monthly thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's dope. I don't know if they've started it back because Captain COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when it does start back, I'm gonna be there full effect. I love it.
Oh.
It's a good little relaxation on a Friday night.
Just hit me up if you hear about it,
Yeah.
because I'm definitely going to go.
I'll shoot you a flyer or what? Yeah. Because I know I've met a few artists who goes there, and sometimes we walk around interviewing people on the street. So it's a good vibe. I lost my train of thought there. Oh, there it is. Oh, so I know, right? I want to come back to something you said about the RSA Tower. My first batch of recordings for 2020 was from the RSA Tower. So I thought that was interesting that you brought that up, because that is actually a goal of mine, to get back there and get back to what I was doing there. So that was confirmation. That was dope. That was dope. All right.
Yeah, okay, this finna happen.
So with pursuing your career, the hardest thing to do is share it with the world. It's the scariest thing, naturally, because you're taking something you're passionate about, and you're saying, "Here, world, here it is. This is what I want to do." You know what I'm saying? What words of encouragement would you have for that person that's afraid to step out on their own and take a chance on themselves?
Ooh. I would say, because I'm thinking about somebody in particular, I would say don't give up. Don't give up at all. it is going to get hard. It's going to get very hard. You're going to probably cry quite a few times. And you're going to quit mentally. But all I got to say is don't give up. And surround yourself with people that's actually going to motivate you. That's going to tell you, you know what? You got this. Just keep it moving. Just keep going. Or remind them of why they started it in the first place. Oh, what else would I say? I think that's it. Yeah, that's the
Some solid words. Yeah, I think that's important. You know, revisiting why, realizing that you being brave inspires others.
I'm sorry. Oh, and if it doesn't seem to be going how you want it, or if it's not really taking off, reevaluate. Go back to the drawing board. Just don't completely quit it. Just go back to the drawing board. Change, the name or something, or add another product, or switch out a product, or find a different outlet of yourself that you want to give to the world. Just don't completely give up on it.
I love it.
Because that's what I did. I knew it was there. Didn't even know what the name was, but I knew it was there. And just, okay, I can do this, I can do this. What are my talents? What can I do? Like I was saying earlier, what are my talents? What can I give back to the people? What will actually be useful? So, yeah. And what makes me happy? Yeah. And what makes me happy? Because that was the whole point of me going on this entrepreneurial journey, is doing what makes me happy.
I think at the end of the day, that's all you really need. Because you can do great, be successful, but not be happy.
Yes.
And it's trash. It is the most incomplete feeling ever. But doing what you want to do, when you want, because you love it, and still finding success.
And it made people happy too.
And it made people happy. You see how your voice elevate when you did? And it made people happy. That's how you know it's sincere. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Krystal, if anybody wants to get in contact with you regarding your business, what is the best way to contact you?
I'm trying to think, because I'm on every single thing. You can write me on Messenger.
Hey.
Because that's going to come right to me. Or you can click the chat button on my website, KBeanCompany.com. It's that little chat box in the right bottom corner. And just click it, and you can ask me any question about any other products. I'm more than welcome. More than happy to get the answer to it.
All right. And she responded pretty quick, y'all. I can vouch for it. I can vouch for it. Pretty quick.
Yes. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to say.
Violence.
That I literally just realized this. KBean Company is every part of me. Like, for an example, I've worked with crystals. I use sage on a daily. I love incense. What else? I've always used and made bath salts. Yoni steams. I use yoni steams. Lock jewelry, because I just started my locks. Like, everything that that I have, or the product, is a product of myself that I'm giving back to the world.
All right.
Yeah.
Find a way to share yourself with the world, girl.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Krystal, it's been my pleasure interviewing you. This has been a delightful conversation. I am a fan of your products. Look, if you could look to the left, you will see the ashes of one of your incense from earlier. Yo, I meditate to your incense. Dead serious. It helps my day. It starts it differently, because I'm not a positive person in the morning, so I have to kind of reset. What I'm saying?
I got you. Well, I appreciate that a lot.
So I appreciate you and what you do, because you about to get all my money, because I need it. This aromatherapy and tranquility this provides me is priceless.
You got a diffuser?
No, I haven't. We're gonna have to talk.
What? Yes, get your diffuser. Yes. Essential oils?
I don't have any. We're
I'm
gonna talk.
Okay.
We're gonna talk after this. But
Okay.
This has been your boy, Sirr. Krystal.
Peace.
KBean Company. And we out, baby.